we're talking about number lines again and inequalities and how to essentially write an inequality in interval notation so that we can kind of use condensed form to describe the solution of that inequality. So from an inequality, we would want to write a number line graph and then write interval notation from that number line graph. From an inequality, write a number line graph. From the number line graph, we get the idea of what our border is on the left, what our border is on the right. Do we include the border on the right? Do we include the border on the left? Put a comma between them, and there is going to be essentially what we're going to look for, interval notation. So we did here's a graph here, here's a chart of different possibilities of inequalities leading to number line graphs, inequalities leading to number line graphs, and from the number line graph we get an interval notation. Here's a border, we include A, we include B, put a comma between them. This one is different, this one is this one, and it's all written out here, but it's a lot easier, I think, if you kind of put it in chart form, or I guess column form. If you get to you solve an inequality and you get to this inequality, A is less than X is less than B, well, here, this inequality would lead to this number line graph. A is not included in our solution because X is greater than A. X is less than B, so therefore B is not included. Because the borders, neither border are included, you put a rounded bracket, and then from the number line, what's our border? A on the left. On the right, what's our border? B. Do we include B? Nope, rounded bracket. Do we include A? Nope, rounded bracket, and there's our solution. So let's take a look at maybe an example. X is less than 18. All right, let's say we've worked on an inequality. We've got to X less than 18. All right, well, there's my inequality. Let's make a number line graph. Not a great straight line, but pretty close. X is less than 18. There's 18 right there. So X is less than 18. All these numbers over here are part of my solution. So now I've got my solution. X is less than, I've almost got it. X is less than 18. Well, let's see. Because X is less than 18, it's not equal to 18. So we put a rounded bracket there because X is less than 18. So therefore it's a rounded bracket, not a square bracket. So there's my solution set. Now, from the number line, let's make our interval notation. Interval notation is going to have a border on the left, border on the right, and a bracket on the right and left, comma between them. So what's my border on the right? 18. What's my border on the left? Well, it's no number here. It actually is infinity. Goes off to infinity and beyond, just like Buzz Lightyear. So over here, our border is not just infinity, but negative infinity. So there's our border on the left. There's really no border, but we got to put something over here to say that it's a border. Do we include 18 as a border? Nope, because X is less than 18, so we put a rounded bracket. We put a rounded bracket here on our number line as well. Our border over here is negative infinity. Does our solution include negative infinity? Well, we can never, Buzz Lightyear can get to negative infinity and beyond, but you know what? We can't, so we're going to put a rounded bracket there. And then we just put a comma between them. And there's our interval notation. And we're done. So the solution, our inequality is X is less than 18, leads to our interval notation of negative infinity to positive 18, not including 18, not including negative infinity, and we're done.